Good morning, friends. Going to try something a little bit different this morning. I've had some random thoughts on power, status, respect and charisma. If you want to skip the fitness and go forward to that, I'll try and put a button somewhere around here and you can do that. Otherwise, stay tuned. Good morning, YouTube. It's your gorgeous sexy G-Love here, back again from a cemetery somewhere in the southwest of the UK. The time is 5 to 10 on Sunday, February 1st, 2025. And this is day 53 of my fat loss transformation from an overfed and essentially invisible 204 to a buffed up and head turning 190 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. I'll try to keep these updates brief, so do like, subscribe and stick around for the cheesy outro. So I got my target 16,000 steps last night and got to bed around 11:15, out like a light, literally instantly out like a light, for a fantastic almost 9 hours of wonderful sleep. Woke up this morning and weighed myself first thing, and my weight was 194.5 pounds. And this gives me an average weight for the last 7 days of 195.67 pounds. At the moment, I'm thinking to myself, we could have 17 or 18 days left, something like that, of stage 2 of this cut. There is a chance that I might cut it off actually a bit sooner, because looking at my chart, my average weight and my difference in my average over the last week, I'm looking like I'm losing probably a bit more than 1.5 pounds a week, possibly 1.6 pounds a week of fat. And yeah, we might not need to do this for too much longer before we chill once again for maintenance, and that phase could last 2 weeks. So yeah, that's my update for today. So I work part-time in a casual and fairly social retail environment, and I've started over the last, I'd say, couple of weeks, since I've leaned out, I've started to become a bit more attuned to social dynamics, and just started noticing how people react to each other and how people relate and stuff. I've also started to notice that people have, as I've leaned out, people have become a little bit more transparent in how they see me in their kind of subconscious social hierarchy. People have started to touch me randomly here and there, male and female, which isn't really a problem, but yeah, it's definitely something to notice. And also, I've started to become more aware. People that I've previously seen as being at least on my level socially, or perhaps a little bit higher, have become a little bit more withdrawn and almost like they're not really sure how to take me or leave me. I've become a little bit more dismissive in some areas. And I've noticed that I've become aware that when I've interacted with these people, I've kind of fallen into that kind of lower status role without thinking. And it's something I need to reevaluate. Also, as I've started to feel myself a bit more and feel a bit more confident in myself, I need to put a little bit more effort on being humble and showing humility when I'm interacting with people who do fall in line and do behave towards me as if they are in a lower status place. Because one thing I learned many, many years ago is that charisma is a combination of warmth and power and status. And nobody wants to be around someone who is braggadocious or generally up their own arse. And you can alienate people quite quickly in that case. So yeah, so when someone is being respectful towards me, and generally mixed groups of people, it's really, really important that I show humility and I lower myself a little bit, just so that I don't feel as if I'm lording it over people, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's something I'm going to be concentrating on moving forward. And I hope you enjoyed that little rambling thought from the G-Love. And at this point, we will roll the outro.